Something very big is coming, my people. I can feel it in the air. I feel it in my spirit. And the visions that I'm having are non-stop. Last night vision, let me tell you about it. I was sitting in my chair, my thinking chair like I am right now. And all of a sudden I seen water just rise up to the floor. And I looked up the window and I seen a massive tornado about to touch the ground.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
My first instinct was like, oh, I gotta find my granddaughter. So I found my granddaughter, Skylar, but my great niece, Ainsley, was with her as well. So I grabbed her and had them both and around the house. And then my wife was up there, but then the storm was over. But there was no power, no internet. And there were military soldiers everywhere. And he asked me if I had any sand. I know my life. I know my calling. We need to get ready. Something big's coming.
Now then, guys and gals.
Morning. How are we? It's Saturday. So, it's a breakfast show today, brunch show, and yeah, I took my mic apart actually. This may be one of the last lives I do for a while actually. I'm not sure, probably not, knowing me, but anyway, it's Saturday. We are going to look today at Get to the Chopper. Later on, we're going to look at NEOM. We're going to look at the trans agenda. We're going to look at libs of TikTok. There's some brilliant stuff coming up. Earthquakes, farmers, Julian Castro, lots of stuff. Robot drones, a little bit of Chancellor Hell Gates, and yeah, just a packed show this morning. So sit back, make some coffee. It is EKoM Pirate Radio, streaming live from the pirate ship. Welcome all.
If you have an old kettle that takes ages to boil, it may cost you £20 to replace it. But if you get a new one, you'll save £10 a year for every year on your £10 a year every year on your electricity bill.
Morning. How are we doing, Rachel? How are we doing, Nonconformista? Nigel Betts, welcome in the chat. Sunflower Charlemagne. I know they said sunflower champagne. Yeah, so it's I'm going to show you some pictures as well. I've got them right here actually. Here we go. Let me organise my screen a bit here and turn the music down a bit. This is I woke up this morning. I look up. This is what I see. Okay. Just like, here's another one. You know, it would have been an absolute beautiful day today. Gotta be careful with my words a little bit around this subject, but absolute haze, you know, and it's just this, everybody's been poisoned on a huge scale, don't you think? It's nuts. It's, yeah. Look, I mean, it's just, it would have been mic's in my face. It would have been a beautiful day today. It really would have. And that, like, now it's just this hazy, sun got right, my sun's right through my sunroof there. I just looked at it. But yeah, it would have been a beautiful day today, but es ist nicht verboten. Let's continue. Here are some lovely robot drones. Oh, sound's not on. Yeah, it's nuts. It really is. Why isn't sound not on that clip? Strange. Strangeness. Should have been. Anyway, yeah. So, it's Saturday. I'm going to play some clips now. We're going to look at NEOM, okay? Actually, maybe we'll start with the libs of TikTok. Yeah, we'll start with that, actually. Where's this clip? Oh, it's not working. Right, and we continue. I've got to stop saying that. Oh my god, I'm not Pete Tong, am I? How you doing, Thomas? Welcome. Gas prices going up everywhere.
Lights, Autobots, this cannot.
Some words from Optimus here. It's a good little clip. Check it out. Big up to Andy Oma Beats. Big up to Sam Carno.
Cannot and will not be the end. To save Earth and her people, I will lead the way into her chamber. And when the account of the ages is etched into the cosmos, let those who exist long after us know that this was our finest hour.
Love that guy.
Equality and democracy are
Clownworld.
under assault. We do ourselves no favor to pretend otherwise. So tonight, I've come to this place where it all began to speak as plainly as I can to the nation about the threats we face, about the power we have in our own hands to meet these threats, and about the incredible future that lies in front of us if only we choose it. Now, I want to be very clear up front. Not every Republican, not even the majority of Republicans are MAGA Republicans. Not every Republican embraces their extreme ideology. I know, because I've been able to work with these mainstream Republicans. But there's no question that the Republican Party today is dominated, driven, and intimidated.
Are fuming after a 25-metre phone mass that was meant to be disguised as a tree.
That is a threat to this country. Look, I know politics can be fierce and mean and nasty in America. I get it.
Crisis.
Yeah, look, it's acute. There's no question of that.
We've
had an issue of undersupply across all 10
complicated country. But democracy endures only if we, the people, respect the guardrails of the Republic. Only if we, the people, accept the results of free and fair elections. Only if we, the people, get to the chopper!
Notice how Biden's going like, we the people, we the people. What's that all about? And look at the totally satanic background when he's speaking.
Get to the chopper!
Oh, wrong clip.
See politics not as total war, but mediation of our differences. Democracy cannot survive when one side believes there are only two outcomes to an election. Either they win or they were cheated. And that's where the MAGA Republicans are today. They don't understand what every patriotic American knows. You can't love your country only when you win. Courage that digs deep when we need it. Empathy that fuels democracy. The willingness to see each other not as enemies but as fellow Americans. Look, our democracy isn't perfect. It always has been. Notwithstanding those folks you hear on the other side there, they're entitled to be outrageous.
Double speak. Oh.
This is a democracy.
Double speak, honestly, isn't it?
But history and common sense.
Right, enough of that. People cheering. The fuck's going on, man? Honestly, it's nuts. I wonder about normies. Like, how are they? Actually, it's a bit of a non-question. How are they thinking at the moment? Well, they're not thinking, are they? They're really not. Look at me throwing up the actually, it is accidental. Like the devil sign as I'm talking. Yeah, SS, good morning, mate. How you doing? Retro modern art, how you doing? Welcome. Thomas also, Nigel Betts, everybody else in the chat. Yeah, it's nuts. You know, it's nuts. Let's look at a little clip here. The state of Britain, okay? Check this out.
Oh my God!
Terrible. Really. Terrible, eh? Really. I've got another bit of violence to show you. Not that I don't advocate violence, still it's horrible. But there was a clip in Blackpool of a guy sitting on the beach smoking a cigarette. Some guy comes up behind him and my God, what happens, honestly? It's terrible, it really is. I'm also recovering from a back injury as well. I've been off work the last couple of days. Really sore back. But I feel like I'm going, because I'm going in like, it's raw treat in 2 weeks. And I'm going to be going just after our treat, like a few days after. So yeah, it's happening. Night of Malta's going back to Malta. And yeah, it's going to be 2,200 mile sail trip. Quite an adventure. And it feels like that as well. I'm starting to get really excited. So yeah, it's good. It's good. It's very good. Very excited. I need a change. Rudy and the dogs, how you doing? Welcome in the chat. It really is awful. Wait till I show you the Blackpool clip. It's really, wow. It sends shivers through you watching it. Anyway, it is Saturday. It is the 3rd of September. Shemitah's coming up. Something big is coming as well, guys. Okay, so here's a little clip to maybe speculate on what's coming.
Das Problem ist nur, wenn sich in Liechtenstein ein starkes Erdbeben ereignet, dann ist die Chance doch sehr hoch, dass sämtliche Einwohnerinnen und Einwohner betroffen sind.
I'll translate. She's talking about earthquakes in Liechtenstein. Oh my God, it's raining. Good, didn't expect that. Yeah, she's talking about earthquakes. Max said there was an earthquake in Mexico as well yesterday. Floods everywhere. Where's the screen here? Floods everywhere, etc., etc. You know, it's like Revelations is coming true. That's what it's like, isn't it? This is fucking nuts. It's literally just started chucking it down. Literally, we are live streaming from the pirate ship.
If you have an old kettle that takes ages to boil, it may cost you £20 to replace it. But if you get a new one, you'll save £10 a year for every year on your £10 a year every year on your electricity bill.
Yeah, end times is right, isn't it? It's end times, isn't it? It's right. So I'm just looking for my screen here. There are going to be a lot of upgrades coming soon as well. And I'll keep saying that, but there are going to be going to be spending a little bit of cash on, yeah, what bollocks is right, Boris Johnson, fucking hell. Yeah, it's, I'm going to get a lot more equipment and stuff, but probably in Turkey when I get there. So, yeah, it's nuts. What else we got? We've done the Biden speech. Yeah, oh yeah, here we go, right. So, I started, oh my God, it was painful, okay. I started watching some Sky News last night. This is actually GB News, the first clip. But let's talk about some of the news that they feed the masses, okay? Check this out.
Are fuming after a 25-metre foam mast that was meant to be disguised as a tree instead looks like a massive toilet brush. There's a lot to unpick here. One of the problems with the mast is that it's twice as tall as all of the trees near it. According to the Daily Record, one local called it God's lavy brush, which I particularly like. Someone else said it would have looked better if they'd not tried to disguise it. This rings alarm bell to me. It reminds me a lot. I mean, what a pathetic attempt that is. It does just look like a toilet brush. But there was some in Blackpool, right? So Blackpool, of course, a lovely, notoriously tropical part of the world, where the local council saw fit to put fake plastic palm trees on the promenade, which was fooling nobody, right? Nobody. I mean, why on earth would they do this? But, yeah, it was just shocking.
If it's going to fool anyone, it'd be Blackpool locals, right?
Do you think... Oh, hang on, we are the people trying to get out of Zone 1 London, Christian, OK? Get out.
You did not say that, mate, on GB News. Because GB News is the people's news, isn't it? We are the people. Yeah, bullshit.
Edition of Round Your Palm.
So manufactured, isn't it? Next clip, actually. Let's keep going with these clips, actually. While, yeah, here we go. Next clip. Oh, I can't make it on the screen. Patrick Christie's as well. I just recorded a little bit of news because so funny how we can see through it all. It's nuts.
Rental crisis. Yeah, look, it's acute. There is no question of that. We've had an issue of undersupply across all tenures of housing for the last 10 years. There's no question, and that has made the situation much more difficult.
The government has launched a €4 billion a year Housing for All plan to try and tackle the problem. But for now, all over Ireland, the search for somewhere to rent remains frustrating and fruitless. Stephen Murphy, Sky News.
Also making the news tonight, members of the environmental protest movement, Extinction Rebellion, have glued themselves around the Speaker's chair in the House of Commons. They posted a photo on social media of 5 people inside the chamber holding banners reading...
Now, right, is my mic on? Yes, it is. Do you think these people can get in there? Look, somebody said, David Clues from Unity News Network, big up to you if you're watching. I'm in talks. I'm going to try to get on that show, I think. Anyway, because I'm going to be doing this full time, guys, and I might start buying me a coffee as well if somebody wants to contribute to the show, because I am going to have a lot more free time. I'm going to start a new documentary channel, like I've said before. So anyway, yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But let's continue with the clip. I'm getting digressed. Look at me throwing up the devil signs as I speak. I've got to knock that habit out straight away. Mind you, my paymasters in Israel will be happy, as David Clues says. So, yeah, you know, this Extinction Rebellion, etc. Oh, God. It's, you know, if we try to get in there, if our lot, you know, us enlightened ones, tried to get in the House of Parliament, what do you think would happen? We'd be shot on sight, literally.
Let the people decide, and Citizens' Assembly now. Parliament isn't currently sitting, with MPs due to return to the chamber on Monday.
My biggest concern is the lack of action, just the complete lack of acknowledgement of the crisis, of the facts of the science. There are so many opinions around climate about whether do we do nuclear, do we do onshore, offshore. There's so many decisions to be made, but we're never going to make any of those decisions until we as a country decide to act. A bigger vote. And at the moment, the block to that action is the politicians. It's politics.
A man's being detained after aiming a handgun at point-blank range at Argentinian Vice President Cristina Fernandez de Kirchner. President Alberto Fernandez says the man pulled the trigger, but the gun reportedly jammed and did not fire. Mr. Fernandez called the incident a homicide attempt. Myanmar's military council has sentenced the former British ambassador and her Burmese husband to a year in prison. Vicky Bowman was detained last month for violating the country's immigration laws, accused of staying at a different place to her registered address. Human rights groups say their detention is part of a campaign to discourage dissent and create a climate of fear. The Queen will not be attending the Braemar Gathering, a Highland Games event being
Where's
held
the
in
fucking
Scotland
Queen?
tomorrow. Buckingham
Oh,
Palace
they're
says the
caber
decision
tossing.
has been made for the Queen's comfort. She's been suffering from mobility problems since last year. NASA is making final preparations for the maiden
Here
flight
we go. Some brilliant bullshit news coming up. Check this out.
back to the moon. The agency
Sorry to put you through this, guys.
down on the lunar surface in 2025 and then establish a base there, as well as sending the first female and first non-white crew to the moon. Tomorrow's launch, which was postponed from Monday, is to make sure the rocket system works as planned. Our science correspondent Thomas Moore explains.
Almost exactly 50 years after the last lunar landing, NASA is testing the rocket that will take humans back to the moon. The mission is called Artemis 1, and the rocket is immense. The Space Launch System, or SLS, weighs 2,500 tons and towers 98 meters above the launch pad. That's the height of a 23-story building. It's slightly shorter than the Saturn V mega rocket used by the Apollo astronauts in the 60s and 70s, but it's much more powerful. The main engine and 2 boosters generate the thrust equivalent to 31 jumbo jets. Above the fuel tanks is the Orion spacecraft, housing the crew and all the life support systems they need. There are no humans on board. Is vibration and radiation. Their journey to the moon will take between 1 and 2 weeks. Orion will orbit further into deep space than any other craft built to take humans. Between 9 and 19 days later, Orion will use the gravity of the moon to slingshot its way back to Earth, barreling into the atmosphere at almost 25,000 miles an hour. The heat shield on the bottom of the landing capsule will reach 2,800 degrees as it slows down, half the temperature of the sun. Its final descent will be beneath 3 enormous parachutes, splashing down in the Pacific Ocean off the coast of California. If the mission goes to plan, the next step is to repeat its lunar orbit, this time with humans on board in 2024. Then, a year or 2 later, humans will land on the moon with the first female lunar explorer. This is the start, our Apollo moment, a moon launch for a new generation.
And you're watching Sky News. Coming up, all the sport, including a boost for Wales and their hopes of qualifying for the Women's World Cup.
Can you hear the rain? I just had to run out to get to put things away because it's just started chucking it down. You can probably hear the rain as we are live streaming from the pirate ship. It's actually getting real now. I'm soaking as well. Anyway, I'm going to play you a video because you can probably hear the rain quite a lot. Let me know in the chat if you can hear the rain. Yeah, you must be able to hear it.
Who does a guy get a right to say what a woman is? Women only know what women are.
Are you a cat?
No.
Can you tell me what a cat is?
This is actually a genuine mistake. I am sorry I even came up there.
You want to tell us what a woman is?
Okay. And look at... Oh, the worm.
Parasite.
Look at that guy. He's happy as hell, just cruising around in there. Wow. Yep.
Because they have these things in.
It's a huge parasite. Huge parasite in salmon. Look at that. Isn't that nuts? It's absolutely nuts. I'm soaking. I'm fucking soaking wet. Let's stop raining now. Climate emergency. We've had a real emergency climate event down on the south coast of England. Rudy and the dogs. It's nuts, isn't it? Look at the size of this parasite. It's just crawling. Look, just crawl. Look at the size of it. So that'll make that bigger. Look at that. Wow. Just wow. Look at the size of it. The head on it. Yeah, it's repulsive, isn't it? Really. Yeah, they say salmon farms are bad. I mean, yeah, this is, I bought a boat. I'm going to be doing a lot of fishing from the boat. A lot. Anybody who wants to come and give me a hand putting my 2 wind generators up, is more than welcome. Bring your welding equipment as well. So I'll shut up for a minute and we'll play some more videos, okay? It's EKoM Pirate Radio. We just had a climate emergency. It's been chucking it down. But it's stopped now. It only lasted a few minutes.
We're all bored now. But has it ever occurred to you, Wally, that the process that creates this boredom that we see in the world now may very well be a self-perpetuating, unconscious form of brainwashing?
I've got a brand new Star Wars slideshow to play, you guys. Check it out. Make a coffee. You're late. How are you late? What is a woman? We're going to look into that coming up very shortly, okay?
have an old kettle that takes ages to boil, it may cost you £20 to replace it. But if you get a new one, you'll save £10 a year for every year on your £10 a year every year on your electricity bill.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Omar, wake Sam up. It's time to get up. Let's do it. It's Pirate Radio.
Knights, Autobots, this cannot and will not be the end. To save Earth and her people, I will lead the way into her chamber. And when the account of the ages is etched into the cosmos, let those who exist long after us know that this was our finest hour.
Love that guy.
Welcome everybody. This is my backup channel. Welcome Chrissy. We do not have many people watching at all. Oh, I can't speak. My voice is recovering after archery. Yeah. Anyway, but I just thought I'd put a little show out. Yeah, to get us going on my backup channel. Let's continue.
Now then, guys and gals.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
The president thinks that there is an extremist threat to our democracy. The president has been clear as he can be on that particular piece when we talk about our democracy, when we talk about our freedoms. The president thinks that there is an extremist threat to our democracy. The president has been clear as he can be on that particular piece when we talk about a democracy, when we talk about our freedoms. The way that he sees is the MAGA Republicans are the most energized part of the Republican Party. This is an extreme threat to our democracy, to our freedom, to our rights. They just don't respect the rule of law.
For too long, humanity has existed within dysfunctional and polluted cities that ignore nature. Now, a revolution in civilization is taking place. Imagine a traditional city and consolidating its footprint, designing to protect and enhance nature. The line will be home to 9 million residents and will be built with a footprint of just 34 square kilometers. And we are designing it to provide a healthier, more sustainable quality of life. The line's communities are organized in 3 dimensions. Residents have access to all their daily needs within 5-minute walk neighborhoods. And the line's infrastructure makes it possible to travel end to end in 20 minutes with no need for cars, resulting in 0 carbon emissions. By leveraging AI technology, services are autonomous, saving you time and effort. Designed by world-leading architects, the line is 500 meters tall, 200 meters wide, 170 kilometers long, and housed within an elegant mirror glass facade. Intelligent solutions create efficiency and year-round temperate microclimate with natural ventilation. Energy and water supplies are 100% renewable. The line is designed as a series of unique communities, offering a wealth of amenities, providing equitable views and immediate access to the surrounding nature. With 40% of the world accessible within 6 hours, at the heart of the globe's key trade routes, a place for commerce and communities to thrive like nothing on Earth seen before. The line, the city that delivers new wonders for the world.
Wow, just wow. The line looks amazing, and yes, I've got another video here. I'm just trying to pop it up. Put myself back on screen. There we go. So the storm has finished, thank God. Yeah, and the line, let's have a look at this. Okay, the clip wasn't supposed to be where it was as normal. Where is it? I've got so many, sorry guys, I've got so much open here. So yeah, let's try and find it again. In the meantime, actually, while I'm trying to find it, I'm still trying to find it. Here's a clip about Three Gorges, some interesting information.
On July 7th, CCTV reported that the construction of the main route of the South-North Water Diversion Project has begun in Dangjiangkou Town, Hubei Province. This project attempts to divert water from the Yangtze River from the Three Gorges Dam into the Hanjiang River, a major tributary of the Yangtze. This project will bring a huge volume of water from the Yangtze River to the arid regions of northern China through a system of canals to meet the water demand in industrial and agricultural production. The total investment of the project is estimated at 58.2 billion yuan, more than $8.5 billion. The expected completion time is 9 years. Since record-keeping began in 1961, Sohu reported that the most severe drought hit the Yangtze River basin this year. The current water level of the Yangtze in Wuhan is at its lowest level. Then what was the real role of the project during the Three Kingdoms period? The River Water Diversion Project is a continuation of an unfinished project. Dr. Wang Weiluo, a well-known expert in environmental ecology and hydraulic engineering living in Germany, explained to Vision Times about what is called the next project of the South to North Water Diversion Project. He said, "First of all, let's talk about a concept that everyone has been talking about lately, that there are a lot of rotten buildings in China, and some people have lived in rotten buildings. Let's say you have to make do with it. It is still usable. Not completely unusable, but it is not done." He added that, in fact, the Three Gorges Project and the South-North Water Diversion Project are projects that the Chinese are proud of, even though they are unfinished projects, and they have not been completed. Now add a suffix after it, called the next project or next job. For example, the next work of the Three Gorges and the next project of the South-North Water Diversion. The Han River Diversion and Filling Project is the first project to commence in the next project of the South North Water Diversion Project. This means that there are still many, many steps or connecting projects to complete in the South to North Water Diversion Project. Before this project to divert water from the Yangtze River into the Han River, there was another project called River Diversion Project. The Yinjiang-Buhan Canal will connect the Three Gorges Dam and the South North Water Diversion Project, which started on July 7th and is expected to take 10 years to build. The length of the underground part of the Yinjiang-Buhan Tunnel will be 194.8 kilometers, or about 121 miles, and will overtake the world's longest aqueduct in Finland, stretching 120 kilometers in a 130-meter, or over 400 feet deep, rock bed. The tunnel started from below the Gujiuba River to the Jingjiang River, above Shashi County in Jingzhou during the Three Kingdoms period. This canal sends more than 3 billion cubic meters of water from the Yangtze River into the Han River every year, so it is called a project to divert water into the Han River. When the Three Gorges project was launched in 19...
And he said, "Why so serious?"
Right, this is nuts, okay? I'm going to turn it down now and talk over it because the project I'm working on, where's my webcam? The project I'm working on, there's a guy on it, and there's the head safety guy, and he was talking. I walked past him the other day, and I grabbed him and I said to him, because he said in a toolbox. Sorry, too many tabs. But he worked on NEOM, and I was talking to him, and I was like, "What do you think of NEOM, the city, the line?" He's like, "Oh, well, it'll be amazing if they even get 10% of it off the ground." And it's weird. I've got this clip, right? I'm trying to find you. Somebody broke it all down, and it's really good. And look, oh my God! No, I don't want to stop the stream. Technology today, man. Seriously. Right. But it's not right. Say you wanted to leave that place, and you want to look at that. Look right there. Look. Let's just go back a little bit. Watch. This shot here. Imagine you wanted to leave. Number one, how would you get out? And it's 500 meters high, and it's 100.
Vision of the future I saw in a vivid dream, that the hour is soon coming when men will become machines. I saw a tiny free program, computer chips so thin, implanted in men's foreheads underneath their skin.
Hi guys, here I am in Apple. I know I said I wasn't. Hi guys.
Thoughts will be programmed by this new technology.
Right, guys, I cannot find this clip. Right, it's a really good clip, a 10-minute clip, breaking down NEOM, etc. And I don't know why I can't find it. It's I had it uploaded, I downloaded it earlier. It's just nuts. I don't know where it's gone. It's really nuts. Anyway, next clip, run VT.
Guys, here I am in Apple. I know I said I wasn't going to do any live videos today, but you know what? I'm in the Apple shop getting my phone repaired. Literally, my phone and my iPad have been playing up something chronic in the last day or two. I don't think any of you have really noticed when I've been live. But here I am with the lovely Jeff, is that right?
Josh.
Josh, not Jeff.
Nice.
Now, I want to say this. Who can see what my beard is going to look like in 4 weeks' time? Josh, what do you think? Do you think my beard might compete with yours?
I think with
in
the right
4 more
products,
weeks.
with the right products.
Well, that's two.
You can,
this is 2 weeks growth.
You can get a good shape to it.
This is 2 weeks. So in 4 weeks, you never know. Mine like Josh's.
This is only 3 weeks of growth.
Really? So in 4 weeks more, I might have a face like that. We'll wait and see, folks. We'll wait and see.
Face like a fucking slap bulldog's ass. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you know the way the world's going? To segue into the next clip, this is exactly the way society is being developed. Where is the clip? Fucking hell, here we go. Run VT.
Is it disrespectful if your boyfriend likes other girls' bikini pictures?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Disrespectful?
Yeah. Totally disrespectful.
Okay. Do you post bikini pictures?
Oh yeah, of course.
Is that not disrespectful to him?
Wait, no.
Why is it? Why
no,
not?
No,
But
no,
why?
it's not.
Why?
Get to the chopper!
Listen, it's just different.
What do you mean it's different?
It's just different.
Okay.
I'm female and he's male, so it's different. Because I'm a woman and he's a man, so it's different.
I'm so sorry.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yes, we are. We are going to need a bigger boat. We're going to need a fucking big boat at this point, aren't we? It feels like an adventure. You know, it's a 2,200-mile sail, so it's going to be good. It's going to be exciting. And the weather is going to be a little bit rough at times. So, yeah, proper good. I love that shit, though. Anyway, let's just play the clip again. It's just brilliant, you know. This whole, like, Instagram-tastic society they've created where it's all about the ego, isn't it? It's all about the ego. You get these girls, like this girl. I'll play the clip again. Here we go.
Is it disrespectful if your boyfriend likes other girls' bikini pictures?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Disrespectful?
Yeah. Totally disrespectful.
Okay. Do you post bikini pictures?
Oh yeah, of course.
Is that not disrespectful to him?
Wait, no.
Why is
no,
it? Why
no,
not?
No,
But
no,
why?
it's not.
Why?
Why is it not? Do you know what I mean? The logic there. Is there any logic there? I don't think there is there? And it's nuts. I don't really go. My Instagram. It's just. I put it on Lance. Big up to Rise Above crew. Big up to Master Elite and the Guardians as well. But yeah, it's nuts. It really is nuts. Holistic Media, welcome. How are we? Let's check the chat. SS Nigel Betts. It's funny, isn't it? I mean, just. Oh, wrong one. Just nuts. How this girl thinks it's fine. She doesn't like him looking at bikini pictures, but she puts them on for other guys to look at her. Me throwing up the devil signs again. It's the way I talk.
Disrespectful if your boyfriend likes other girls' bikini pictures?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Disrespectful?
Yeah. Totally disrespectful.
Okay. Do you post bikini pictures?
Oh yeah, of course.
Is that not disrespectful to him?
Wait, no.
Why is
no,
it? Why
no,
not?
No,
But
no,
why?
it's not.
Why?
Listen, it's just
No
different.
comment.
What do you mean it's different?
It's just different.
Well, I'd like to welcome everybody to this virtual hearing of the Public Accountability Committee as part of its inquiry into the New South Wales Government's management of the COVID. Clearly, Minister, I would ask that you...
This is brilliant. Check it out, okay? 6 minute clip.
We have very limited time. And I
No,
would ask...
sorry, David. David, can I just say, Dr. Chan is very tired. She works 18 hours a day. I mean, last night she rang me, I think, or I rang her at about 10 o'clock.
Sail away, that's brilliant. Thanks for that. I will check it out. Can you put the link in the chat if you could? That'd be brilliant. Is Buffer B, is the logic there in the last clip? There's no logic there. You know, it's just this. Everybody's been programmed with this egotistical mindset, debt-based. Everybody's in fear, etc., etc. I've got no debt. I've got no credit cards. I work cash up front. That's the way I've always worked for a long time. And going into what we're going into, I think is the best way.
At 11 o'clock last night, we talked through the night, we talked first thing in the morning. You have an expectation.
No, I appreciate it. I'm just trying to work out what...
Excuse me, Dr. Jet. It reminds you that we have volunteered to come here. We don't acknowledge that you have the capacity to have us here.
I would really like it if you would allow her to answer those, please.
I'll answer that. You might
and
remember
the question
that
was put to Dr. Chant, and if you would allow Dr. Chant to answer.
I will answer the question that I'm now talking about. Thank you. I mean, not up to you to determine who's going to answer the questions. I'm the Minister, and I'll answer it.
Minister, the context is useful. The question was directed to Dr. Chant.
Well, if you can't,
I appreciate the context, but I also note the short amount of time we have today. So I appreciate the context, and I'd now invite Dr. Chant to answer the question.
As a colleague who is normally very careful in your words, can I say that you're putting words into Dr. Chant's mouth, and that's not at all fair.
Minister, our time's about to expire. Can I just ask one final question?
I'm sorry. Either I get to finish the answers, or I'm not going to bother. Seriously, I've got to...
Minister, I just want to ask one question before our time expires.
I'm sorry. If you haven't been listening, that is not our issue.
I'd just like to ask one question to Dr. Chant before our time expires.
Finish the answer to my question.
And
your question is out of order and wrong.
So
could I perhaps clarify?
And a waste of time.
Minister, I'm just going to ask one question to Dr. Chant.
I'm telling you, we take the advice...
No, Minister, you cut me off midway through what I was asking.
Hey guys, I don't know if anybody's even watching. I think one person's watching. I'm going to take this down, and I might just leave YouTube. The connection is awful, so yeah. Watch your Telegram groups. The links to my new shows will be in there. Ciao for now.
Probably we're here to do it. We came volunteer.